We made it, y'all. We made it. Little shout out in the chat if you can hear us. I'm not sure.
There might be a time. There might be a delay. Remember, there's a 10-second delay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes. We made it. We made it. Welcome, everyone. I'm Verta Maloney. I'm so excited to be the moderator for this panel. Listen, we're talking about the power of an ensemble, bringing individual prowess to a group setting. And if y'all didn't know, there was definitely some individual powers at play to make it so that we made it to this session. Um, I'm so excited to be here with the cast of 5GRV, which was created and produced by Alpha Precision Media. It's a Black-owned media company that drives measurable results for brands through media execution and creating a very culturally relevant content, such as 5GRV. And so, without further ado, the cast of 5GRV, Barefoot
Hi,
Tasha.
everyone.
Hey, Defined by Kai and Leash Capiche. Hey, y'all. Can you all each go around and just say hi to the folks? Introduce yourselves for those who don't know you, but I think a lot of fans are in the chat.
Are we gonna go by age or height?
Oh,
Can we just go be normal and go clockwise and have Tasha go first? What?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Barefoot Tasha. I am known online for gaming mostly, but I'm a variety content creator and I bring the fun, the chaos, and everything in between. I've been creating content for going on 6 years now. And I've won Streamer of the Year awards. I've worked with the Gamers. I've worked with HyperX. I've worked with multiple companies in the industry. I've been here a long time. I've been doing this, and I'm ready to be here with y'all and talk to y'all.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay. Well, my name is Leash Capiche. I'm also a variety content creator, streamer, mostly on Twitch. I do focus more in scary games, but for the most part, I play a little bit of everything. I am a certified lush. I love the tequila. It's kind of my thing. And other than that, like I've been doing this for a while as well. I've been doing this for almost a little over 6 years. I've won some awards too, but I'm not as popping as Tasha, you know. But I'm up there. I was
Shout your
on
words out.
I was on TMZ
Yeah,
apparently.
you were. Yeah, you were. First one out the elevator.
But
Definitely
yeah,
was on TMZ.
I was on TMZ. But yeah, I just love to have a good time. My streams are always that. I'm a certified yapper. A lot of people just come to hear me run my mouth, and I'm appreciative that y'all like to listen to what I have to say. And that's me.
Most saying the tequila heathen is sending me.
Yeah,
Guys, we're on a professional stage, please. But anyway, hi everyone. I'm Kai, aka Defined by Kai. I don't have a lot of rewards, but I used to be a producer at Rooster Teeth. I also content create, have my own YouTube channel. I am now a producer for a new game show called Same Brain. And, compared to the other two, I'm pretty regular. I've been doing this for about 4 years now, so 2 less than them. So younger in age and in experience. So there we
Here you go. Here you go.
I would
All right.
no one on this panel is regular, so that's just like not even a thing. You all are all pretty phenomenal in your own rights. And you came together for 5GRV. I know you work in other ensembles. And so I think a lot of people think, hey, I can just go with my team and my crew and we're going to just do something together. But there's lots of things that you need to know, particularly yourself. So, what are some of the individual strengths that you each feel that you bring to an ensemble?
I think we
Ooh.
should start with Kai first. Let's go the other way.
Okay. They just heard me talk. Now they're gonna hear me again. It's okay. I love the app. Something I definitely bring is my production background and experience. There's just a lot of things I know, and especially since I worked at Rich Steve, I was an achievement hunter. I was used to being in an ensemble group with them, and that's a group of like 8, mostly masculine presenting, and also like Caucasian males. So, in that group, you kind of just learn where you stand as a Black woman. And those guys were so amazing and nice. But it was my first time doing something with a group. So something I definitely bring is kind of that experience and just knowing what it's like behind the scenes and how to listen to something as an audience member. Because a lot of times when you're on screen and on camera, what you think is what's funny in the moment live, but you have to understand all the makings and technology that makes it translate to an audience. So I like to bring some advice for that, some just intricacies I learned from those experiences. So I think overall, TLDR, my producer experience is what I bring to the table.
Okay, I agree. Uh, Kai really helped us out because I think me and Tasha were more like traditional, just regular, streamers. We didn't. I
No,
don't have any
I press
background.
go live and I
Yeah,
don't.
that's it. That's
I
the
don't think
extent of
about
our
production until something goes wrong.
I would say what I bring to the ensemble is basically I feel like I'm like I'm an all-rounder, and I kind of keep my calm and keep my cool. A lot of crazy stuff can happen, especially with us being on the road. And Kai is a little firecracker. She gets a little hot, when stuff doesn't go wrong. She's just like, and then
Y'all should have caught me. Y'all should have caught me while this wasn't working. When we were late, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, she gets a little hot headed, and then Tasha, she dissociates. When stuff
No,
goes wrong,
I
she
really do.
dissociates. Yeah.
When things go wrong, I shut down. I'm just
Yeah.
like,
And so I'm there to bridge the gap in between the hot-headed one and the one who checks out. So that's where I fit into this ensemble. Plus, I catch on really quickly to like a lot of the happenings that are going on. And on top of that, like I said, I am a certified yapper. Get me on a mic and I'll just keep talking and talking and talking to fill up time. So I will say that is my superpower. That is my strength, and that's what I bring to this team.
Awesome. Tasha, how about you?
I was told I was the giggle heard around the world. So I guess I bring the laughs, the fun. I'm very chaotic and unserious at times. I can be, serious in times like when we were on the road and we were with grandma at Ben's Chili Bowl and talking with her. Um but yeah, for the most part, I bring the fun. I'm trying to make sure everybody's having fun, everybody's having a good time all the time, and that's my part in this. We all play a part in this, and I love that.
Yeah, we do.
And I love having strong talkers like Kai and Leash because of my ADHD brain. I disassociate a lot.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
Kai, you talked about the group that you work with, and we had a little chat just about code switching, and I think that it's an important topic about how you have to show up differently depending on the ensemble that you're with. So, does anybody, Kai, do you want to talk about that at all, or does anyone else want to talk about what it means to be a Black creator in different spaces, and how do these superpowers show up differently in those different spaces?
Yeah, of course. So typically when we use code switching, we use it as a almost derogatory thing where it's just like you can't be your fully authentic self in different scenarios. But in reality, I think it's less that you can't be your full authentic self and more so you're letting your different parts of yourself shine depending on the environment that you are encompassed in. So, example with Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter, I was definitely way more crazy, chaotic. Like I had to be one of the boys. I had to stand tall amongst them and I had to prove my worth in that and I did. So it was definitely just one of those scenarios where I tried to be authentically myself, but a specific part of myself. But even then, again, being a Black woman though, I also was able to recognize, there are certain things that I wasn't supposed to talk about in that environment. But for some reason, maybe it's just because I'm authentically me, I just couldn't stop it. Like I am the kind of person that I always talk about being Black in any scenario. Like I know there's different variations of that where people are just like, I'm Black and it's just known. I'm the kind of person that I'll talk about my Black experience always, all the time, no matter where I'm at. So that's something that, doesn't work in every scenario, but at the same time, the minute you put me into a room, that is the Kai you're going to get. So it was honestly a beautiful thing to see with that group, at least, that no matter what I did, they were like, no, we brought you here for a reason. You're here for a reason. You're in this door for a reason. And they stood tall by me with that. But even so, with this audience, right, 5GRV, it's a very different audience than the Rooster Teeth audience was. And because of that, it's, again, still me, but a different side of me. Whereas over there, I was really trying to showcase what it means to be a Black woman in space. Over here, I already got 2 other Black women that can do it. I can be less chaotic. I can be a little bit more serious. I can tell them when we need to move on to the next segment. I can be that Joker head honcho, because I know that I have 2 other Black women that are representing us in a light and showcasing variations of us. So again, code switching is typically seen as this derogatory thing, but in reality, it's just pulling different pieces of yourself so that the ensemble can shine in the best light for the audience it's intended to, because every audience is different.
I mean, just the fact of getting to be, right? Like, you get to be with this group. Leash, do you want to add anything? And I want to add a little nuance to the question for you, too, that has to do with learning, right? I feel like you're just like this continual learner, always learning new things. So is there something about, like, being a continual learner as well as having to show up differently or code switch in different ensembles that you could share?
I mean, I do appreciate the fact that I am a learner, because I grew up in Atlanta, and if you know anything about Atlanta, you could go anywhere and not have to touch a white person if you don't want to. I mean, it is what it is. And so it was a struggle. It wasn't really a struggle for me to like code switch, because I worked in a fine dining restaurant for like over 10 years. So like I knew how to yeah. But coming from a coming from, you know, being the server or the I don't want to say servant, but and you know, moving more into being a peer, that's where I kind of had a hard time, you know. And it's really good to like experience it and to, you know, just learn the game, because at the end of the day, code switching is a survival method. It's not really derogatory, but it's a game, and we're gamers. So, you know, just the code switching in general, it was a little difficult for me. But I always make sure I am my authentic self. You see me with the nails, with the piercings, and sometimes I wear my gold tooth, because at the end of the day, you're gonna get the code switch Leash, but she's still gonna be Black. Okay. She's still gonna have a little touch of Blackness. So yeah, like I get it. I get why people can't stand it, but at the end of the day, it's a job. So like, even if I was to go to a job with nothing but Black people, there would still be an element of code switching, because
100%.
it's we have to do what we have to do, is we have to be professional. So at the end of the day,
100%.
I just call it professionalism, you know, but still be yourself though. Yeah.
And the nuance at times is just being in a group where you are a part of the dominant group versus being a part of the group that is not dominant in that
Yeah.
moment. And that's where code switching has that like power dynamic that can be a challenge at times. Tasha, what would you say on this topic? I see you always as kind of like you're a pensive person, like you're internal, but you bring the fun and the giggles as well. But I wonder about that part of you that is the internal and pensive, and what you would say about this code switching conversation.
I'm in a lot of groups, including this one. I'm in this group with 5GRV. I'm in a group with One Tap with some of my friends, which are mostly male. And I'm in a vlog group called Touch Grass TV, which we have 2 other women, and it's a blend of men and women. So I don't. All these groups are very Black, so I don't really feel like I ever have to code switch, and they're all my friends.
Right.
Even before I came to 5GRV, like Leash and Kai are people that I would consider my friends. So there's some parts, you know, obviously with 5GRV, more professional me, where I dilute a little tiny bit of myself, but
A little.
A heathen.
But to capitalize on what Kai was saying, like with One Tap with the guys, like it is definitely like a feeling of like having to, even though they're black men, it's a feeling of having to stand your ground with them and keep up with the guys. And um then with the vlog channel, it's dabbling into a side of me that is a little more professional, because it's talking about where we are, what we're doing, and why we're here. And vlogging is very different from gaming.
Yeah, so true.
And I'm
Go
sorry,
ahead.
go ahead, Freda.
No, I'm just trying to, I know we have limited time. Finish that last thought.
Yeah, and so like the code switch is just like a unanimous part of me that I get to live out in all these streams of groups that I'm currently in, and I have my own stuff that I am unapologetically myself in.
Very much so.
Very.
So
Too unapologetically. I'm sorry.
No, I don't know. So I'm trying to. I'm going to be mindful of time, but I'm still going to have everyone just give their little bit of, like one piece of advice or something you would give to somebody who's in the chat right now or in the audience
Ooh.
that wants to be a part of an ensemble. Like, what is one thing that they should like take care of tomorrow after leaving the summit that they should do, that they should learn, that they should be about?
Ooh.
I know.
Nose goes.
I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
One thing that you should take from this summit is to honestly get out your own head. That's something I tell myself all the time. Like it would not just with this one session, with the entire summit in general. You are where you're supposed to be. The journey is long, but if you're really committed to it, like it's worth it. You'll find your like-minded individuals, you'll find your friends, you'll find your mutuals like I did, or they'll find you. Because I think Tasha found me, Kai found me, Tammy found me.
I
Or
sure
they'll
did,
find
because
you.
I wanted to be your friend, and I didn't think you wanted to be my friend.
Oh my goodness gracious. Please. But no, like I am blessed to have found people who align with me and my journey, and not just on like a career level, but on a friendship level. And I feel like that is very rare in the entertainment space. I am a guarded person when it comes to me. Like I like making friends, but I am kind of like I give people a test run. And if they don't pass,
Yeah.
we'll just be acquaintances. But I really, when I say you're my friend, like I mean it. Like I ride for you, I die for, die, but ride definitely.
I know, right? Like, I that part. What's I talking about that?
Ride definitely. Not go to jail,
Not go
but
to
ride.
Then
maybe
again.
help keep you out of jail, but I'm not trying to go to jail. Okay, so last any
I also would like to say
Yeah.
that I know oftentimes as Black people we are put into a box. And I also want to say don't put yourself in a box, because a lot of times that we can put ourselves in a box. Don't be afraid to try new things and to do different things, and don't put yourself in a box that you won't be able to get out, and then it'll be harder for you to create content. Like when I started with 5GRV and they talked about the tour going to HBCUs, I felt like, oh, this is not for me, because I didn't go to a HBCU. Like I went to community college here in Miami, and I almost put myself in a box, excluding myself from a whole world of people and opportunities that I wouldn't have gotten without this, without the 5GRV cast and Tammy. Hi, Tammy.
And lastly,
So my advice is mental health related, because I know what it's like to put all of yourself into something and then not recognize where I stand anymore. So my advice to anyone who wants to try ensemble work, an ensemble group, or anything of this sort is to try to separate, like it's not a you versus them, it's always us together, but at the same time there is you first and foremost. So
Amen.
please try to make sure that while you're
Yes.
giving yourself to a group, you're also taking care of yourselves individually. There's going to be a lot of people that know you because of what you were associated with, and there's nothing you can do about it. In fact, it's honestly a blessing that you can be recognized by so many different assets and affiliations, but at the same time recognize that at the end of the day, every single group wanted you as an individual because you bring something as an individual to them. So never forget you when you're trying to add to others.
The gems, the gems.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, this is beautiful. So our time is come to a close. Chat us up in the chat. There's so much more going on. So like pop this up next to the Olympics for the day, just so you watching all the things. And thank you, Black Girl Gamers, for having us.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, y'all.